Okay. It's a good thing we have you all gathered around. This is perfect. Okay. Here's what you call a story. Oh, thank you. It's so great. All right. Okay. Once upon a time, in a place that is just down the road, lived an enchanted frog. And that frog's name was Jeff. And Jeff was a very lonely frog. He was so lonely he began to cry. Now Jeff was supposed to be a tough frog. He was a bullfrog. So bullfrogs weren't supposed to cry. But then, one day, came a little fairy named Ainsley. And Ainsley was the beautifulest fairy in all of the area down the road that we were. So Jeff saw Ainsley and began to smile. The fairy Ainsley was like, "What is he smiling at? Does he think I'm funny looking?" So she flew over to him and said, "Why are you smiling at me?" And Jeff said, "Before I ever stood eyes on your pretty wings, I was crying." And then they fell in love. And they lived happily ever after. The end. Don't worry, that's not the only story. There's another story. A scary story. Anyway, once upon a time, there was a lady named Annika. And she didn't live too far away. She's actually my neighbor. So one day, Annika had a bad dream. And in the dream, she was being chased by wolves. And Annika is not the normal person. She actually is scared of wolves. Even though we all know that wolves are about as gentle as a stick bug. So, Annika woke up to this very bad dream. And she was very sweaty. Because and her pet dog, Muffin, came up and was licking all the sweat off of her. And before she knew it, Muffin had licked her down to the bone. And she said, "Oh shoot, Muffin, you've turned me into a skeleton." Now this is where the story gets interesting. It was actually Halloween. So, as she always would do on Halloween, she would walk around the streets and say hello to her friends that were all dressed up. But no one recognized her because she was missing everything but her bones. But everyone recognized Muffin. They said, "Muffin, you've grown so fat. What have you been eating?" And as we all know, dogs are actually allergic to sweat. So, Muffin began to throw up. And the throw up was going all over the sidewalk. And people were beginning to complain because it smelled. They said, "Muffin, stop that." But Muffin didn't stop. She continued to throw up. And people were beginning to get concerned. And they're like, "Where is your master?" And Muffin began to bark and point to the throw up. Everyone realized that there was a skeleton beside Muffin, and that was his master. So everyone thought, "Oh, she's just dressed up for Halloween." But then they went to go shake her hand, and her bony hand went right through their arm. So now, the man who went to to shake her head, is bleeding all over the ground. So they had a town council meeting and decided to kill them all, because there can't be crazy people on the loose during Halloween. But the thing they didn't realize is that you can't kill a skeleton because it's already dead. So what they decided to do was to bury it in the ground, and that worked. But Muffin was still sick from all the sweat. So they thought, what do we do to solve this problem? So they took Muffin to the vet, and the vet gave it some pills.